Have you ever said the words, I just want a bigger launch? I just want a bigger launch. I want to make more money. I want to serve more students. I want to have more impact. And once I have that bigger launch, I could actually get time back. So if you've said that, then one, you are not alone at all. I know in the past, I've totally said things like that. And when people first come to me, they're usually striving for something like that too. They want some type of bigger launch because they want to be able to make more money and serve more students. So we're going to talk about that in this video. What will it take for you to have a bigger launch? Now, the thing that I'm going to talk about is how to have a bigger launch, how to make more money this year, and how to do it in a way that feels a lot more simpler. And when I work with my clients, the thing we get to is sales every week. Sales every week, growing our leads every day, sales every week. That's my goal for working with you, is how do I actually bring in easy evergreen sales so I have money coming in every single week and I see my leads list growing every single day. So how cool would that be if this year we could set up leads every day, sales every week? So that's what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share with you how we're going to do this in this year. And then all right. And then, I wanted to tell you about this. Then if you know that you want help with this, if you know you want help setting up your easy evergreen sales so you can bring in leads every day, see that audience growing, and you want sales coming in every single week, then send me a message and I will send you the info on how we can work together and set this up into your business. So this year you can have bigger launches every week in a really easy way and be bringing in audience growth, leads every day, sales every week. So if you want my help with that, you can click the button below this video and I will tell you exactly how to get all the information. Okay, so let's share. All right, you should be able to see my screen here. So what we're going to do is in the center, we are going to put our goal. Our goal is going to go right in the center. And the first goal I work towards with people is getting to 10K in easy evergreen sales. So we are going to put that in the center here, 10K easy evergreen sales. That's the first step. So we can probably all agree that you may have a number in mind of what you want to get to with sales every week. And by the way, when you're making money every single week in your business, you feel better about your business, just naturally. Okay, so now let's talk about the 3 things that stop people, the 3 things that frustrate people when it comes to hitting their launch goals, the 3 things that stop people from getting to where they want to be. So the first thing that stops people from getting to where they want to be is unengaged audience. Now, most people actually think that it's the small audience that stops them from hitting their launch goals. And we all know people who have a small micro audience of people who are crushing it with their launches, with their sales. So it's not about your audience being too small. It's about your audience being unengaged. And when you start selling, them not listening, them not paying attention. So how many people have had it where you post about something you're selling, you do this amazing launch, you give so much value, so much content, and then when it's time to make the sale, it's like, hello, is the mic on? Is anyone here? Right? We've all been there. So it's not that the audience is too small, it's that the audience is unengaged and maybe not yet ready to buy. So that's the first block or frustration, unengaged audience. The second frustration or block is low conversions. Okay, what does that actually mean? Well, it could mean a lot of things, but the easiest way to say it is there's not enough people who are actually seeing your offer. A lot of times with launches, we make people jump through a lot of hoops. We do a 5-day challenge, or we do a 3-part video series, or we do a 4-hour webinar. How many people are actually on by the end? Right? I know you're busy. I know I'm busy. A lot of standard launches convert around 1 to 3%. Not enough people are even seeing the offer. So low conversions are standard. So that's a frustration for people. And the third frustration or block is no support. Most people are doing, one, they're doing almost everything themselves. And two, they don't have anyone in their business who's really supporting them. And I don't mean like, I mean really supporting them, helping them with the things that they need help with. So most people don't have the right support. So they're doing too much. And maybe you notice when you go into a launch, you're like, well, I should have done this, this, and this, but I just didn't have time. That is a frustration. That is a block. So these are the 3 things that actually prevent us from getting to our launch goals, right? Unengaged audience, not really having anyone who's not having enough people who are ready to buy, low conversions, not having enough people who are seeing the offer, and then the support aspect of it. Yeah. So what do I want for you? What do I want for you? How do we fix this? Well, the first way we fix this is to build a hot audience. We want to build a hot audience. We want to build an audience of people who are ready to buy. They're ready to have their problem solved. They're ready to say, oh my gosh, yes, Nicole, I really want help building my easy evergreen system so I have leads coming in every day and sales coming in every week. I really, really, really want help with that. So I don't want to make you jump through hoops to get help with that. I want to grow an audience, and that's what I want for you, is to grow an audience of people who are hot, who are ready to get help, right? You all probably can think of that thing that you just go on Amazon and you're like, oh, or Instacart or whatever that thing is for you, or you go to the store, oh my gosh, imagine, and you go buy the thing because you need help or you need that problem solved now. That's the audience we want to grow. So what's the next thing? The next thing is we want higher conversions. We want to get in front of the hot audience, and we want to be able to sell to them better without having to spend years crafting a website or crafting the perfect messaging. We want to know when we're in front of that hot audience, we're going to convert more people, right? We want to increase those conversions. And sometimes the selling mechanism that we're using isn't the best conversion mechanism, right? So we want to have a way that we can offer the people who really want help, those 15% of people who really want help now, a way to buy now. And that's how you increase your conversions. One of the first ways. And then the third way is we want support. We want to build a team. We want you to have help. And that's what I want for you. I want you to have help so you can stay in your CEO zone, right? Yes. So now let's talk about how we can actually do this. Now you can imagine this would probably be a very long video if I went into detail. And if you want all of the systems and you want this laid out for you, then send me a message and get the info on how we can work together to get you your easy evergreen sales. So you can bring in leads every day and sales every week. But let's take a bit of a look here on what this looks like. So for your growing your hot audience, there's 3 things you can do when it comes to growing your hot audience. The first is hot content. And I know I'm using, what does that actually mean? Hot content. This is the right content that attracts those people who are going to say, yes, I'm right for you. Most people are publishing too much content and it's not purposeful. So what we want to do is we want to deploy a content system. So every single day you're attracting people who are ready to buy from you. So you have that engaged audience. So when you go and make the offer, they're like, they're listening, they're paying attention. That's the first step. The second step is for the people who are not in the 15% who are ready to buy, they'll be ready at some point. So we want to build a content system that will nurture them. This is really important. Building a nurture system, the right content at the right time for the right person. That's the second way to build a hot audience. And the third way is to actually have people raise their hand. You may have raised your hand for this video. We want people to come to us and say, yes, oh my gosh, yes, I want that. Huge. So those are the three ways that we build a hot audience. So now let's go to conversions. So the first way is we want to qualify people. I want to know when you come into my audience and when we get on the phone or we get on chat, I want to know you're a right fit because I don't want to help everyone. I know I work best helping a niche of people. So I don't want to waste your time, right? I want to know I can help you. So I want to qualify. I want to make sure I'm talking to the right person at the right time. So we want to qualify. We don't want to try and help every single person. We want to talk to those people who are right now to work with us. First way. And when we do these big launches, we don't usually have a way to qualify. So you don't get into, you get to close cart, like the cart is closed and you're like, I don't know if those leads were right. That's waiting a long time to figure out if they're qualified, if that you can help them. So we want to, instead of waiting until close cart to determine if the leads were good, if they were a right fit, we want to do this at the start. Okay. And then the second thing is we want to sell by chat. How much easier would it be if you can have conversations that equal conversions, right? Conversations, the more conversations we have, the more conversions. So once you qualify them in the chat, chatting, whether this is chatting in DMs, chatting through email, or chatting on the phone, we want to sell to people by having conversations. Now, it's really important to do that. So you can qualify them and you can get to know them and get to see if they're a right fit. How much easier will it be to convert people and to help more people if you know they're a right fit coming into your world, right? And then the third piece is we want to sell weekly. How do we sell weekly? We make this really easy. So most people are using a launch mechanism that may not be right for them. So we determine what is the right launch mechanism for you that's going to help you sell weekly. And we make this really simple. Many of our clients and students just use their content as conversion tools and sell right in the DMs. We had one student who did this and she sold over $1,100 in product of a workshop in a few days, just all in the DMs. We have countless other stories of people who did this at our event. One post, they booked out clients and they booked out sales from one post by qualifying and then having conversations. Super simple. And that's how we grow our audience. We grow our leads every day and sales every week. Uncomplicating. And then the third piece is the support piece. So how do we actually hire people who can support us? So the first piece is to figure out your trouble zone. Now, most people, right, have one area that they need the most help with: attract, convert, deliver. It's the bottleneck in their business. So the first piece is to figure out what is the biggest bottleneck in your business. When you figure it out, it will uncork your business. It will get you unstuck. So that's the first piece, is to determine the trouble zone. If I just focus on this for the next 6 weeks, it will open up so much in my business. Second piece is the CEO zone. This is figuring out the 1 to 2 things that you do that make you money in your business and figuring out how to keep you there, right? What makes you money in your business? What really, what makes you money in your business? We have to figure that out. What are all the things you're doing that may be keeping you busy that don't lead to money? We have to figure that out. And then the third piece is hiring. Hiring in a way that keeps you profitable and keeps you lean, keeps your business lean, right? So here we go. We have the 3 reasons that keep people from hitting keep entrepreneurs, keep CEOs from hitting their launch goals. And that is an unengaged audience, low conversions, and no support. So the 3 fixes for that is to create a hot audience, is to raise our conversions and to hire support. Yeah. And I just went over all the ways to do that. And this is about keeping it simple. This is about figuring out how to do this now, how to do this in the next 6 weeks. So if you would love help implementing this and getting our formula and process to do this, then send me a message, click the link, click the button around the video. And what we're going to do is for the next 6 weeks, there's one focus, and that is setting up the easy evergreen system in your business so you can get leads every day, sales every week without super long launches, without super huge audiences, and without super complicated funnels. We are keeping this simple, one focus, 6 weeks, easy evergreen sales. So if you want help with this, send me a message. And this, what we went over today, is exactly how you start to get off the launch roller coaster and into easy evergreen sales. So you have sales coming in every week and you can actually watch your business grow. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.